so I'm going to start real easy, the kind of easiest version of this, and then show you lots of options and some of those cool little picking tricks. All right, so first, it's pretty much 3 chords the entire time. So we're going to start with that D chord, like so. Then we're going to play a C add 9, which is middle finger comes off to the 3rd fret of the A string right there. So it looks like kind of like a G chord, but these are scooted back. So that's 3rd fret, 2nd fret. That ring finger's still on the 3rd fret from that D chord. And then you can add your pinky to the 3rd fret of the high E there. So you got C add 9, Then these 2 fingers scoot up, and now we have a G chord. So that will get you going for the whole song. But let's look at some of the things that are happening. The first thing I will say is that C add 9, especially on that very first time, basically my index finger is not on the chord. What do you do with that D string? Well, it's being muted by my middle finger. Then my ring finger still, though, is on that same spot as the D chord. And there's a little thing that happens on that open E string with the pinky on and off like this. Now watch this. You could hammer on from the open A string to the 3rd fret of the A string right there. Okay, so you've got, I haven't showed you the D yet. We're saving that for a second here. And then on that G chord, I am muting that A string with my middle finger and kind of doing. And then the other thing about it, when my index finger's free, I can hammer on that note from the G chord. I can also hammer on the open D to the 2nd fret. Oh, but the other thing, actually, let me take that back. On the G chord, a really cool trick that's happening in that intro, now that I think about it, is actually not playing this E string. That's getting muted, and you can play the 2nd fret. And it's still a G chord, but you'd call it G over B, just because we're not playing the G in the bass anymore. We're playing the B note of that G chord, which is that, in the bass. So check it out. So I was doing this kind of thing. You know, hammering that 2nd fret of the A. And then also, it hammers the 2nd fret of the D, followed by that open G.